Today we are going to talk about the FPV again. Actually, I've been involved in this game for about a year and played with many different types of drones. That include drones with brush motors and then brushless motors. And regarding the sizes, I've owned 65mm frames, 75mm, 85mm, 95mm, and the popularized size of 95mm is actually 2.5 inches, and of course 5 inches drones. And through the different experience, I found that of course different drones got different characteristics. And finally, I found that the most played drones are those 75mm and 85mm. That's the size difference. Why? The 5 inches drones are really excited to fly, but they are really large in size. And besides, 5 inches drones rarely gets a popular guard. For safety reasons, I have to go out of a town or to certain remote area for playing with those 5 inches drones. Or you try to fly in an urban area, you will fly very high in the sky, since they are quite heavy and will eventually hurt others once they lose control or fall down. In the end, I find that I feel more easy and comfortable mentally in flying small or nano-sized drone. They are really light in weight, only 20-something grams. People will really mind once they found that you are playing with big-sized drones. But playing with those mini drones, even I played it in a park. For example, I used a 75mm drone to film my wife playing rollers. I flew it in a park. People wouldn't mind it, and the children will even chase or play around with the mini drone. They will pick up the drone for you once it's landed for any reasons. The parents also took ease of that, since they will think that it's only a little toy drone. Yes, eventually, I'm also very at ease with flying such a little drone in many different places, not limited to indoors. Compared to those 65mm drones, which are quite fast when playing indoors, playing 75mm drones outdoor still are faster and have better windproof. So I still prefer 75mm or 85mm drone. Most of the 85mm drones are using 2S batteries, but 75mm drones are almost using 1S batteries, and so it's very convenient. And since they are so small, together with the goggle and remote controller, the whole package is still very convenient. And so finally, I found that I play with the 75mm drones mostly. Today, as I coded at the beginning, many talk about the Mobula 7 family. And after I developed this hobby, I soon targeted the original Mobula 7. Yes, this original Mobula 7. This is a 1S, 2S power drone. Basically, I didn't fly it with 1S battery since it's very simple by using its original 2S battery to fly. The total range is still very light, and so it flies very fast. Maybe it's really not as far as those 3, 4 or 5 inches machines, but the feeling of its speed is really very fast. And so this is one of my most favorable drones. And it's also quite durable, owing to its superior performance. Then I bought a sibling, the Mobula 7 HD. It's a 2S, 3S drone, and I found that no big difference when flying it just with 2S batteries. And when flying with 3S, I will try to use a smaller battery to reduce the overall range. As said in the previous episode, the Mobula 7 HD is equipped with an internal Full HD recorder, and it is classified as a Cinewood. Though the image it shot of course couldn't be used for released film, but it's more than enough for broadcast or social platform. And compared to the original Mobula 7, this HD version has the same size but a bit heavier. So I feel it's not as fast as the 2S Mobula 7. Even it's using 3S batteries. And you will still feel that the original Mobula 7 is a bit faster. Then it came to this Mobula 7 1S Express LRS at the beginning of 2022. I have a very good impression of this 1S, and after playing it for a while, suddenly I got an idea. I want to find out if the truth is really as I feel that the original Mobula 7 is the fastest. The second fast is the Mobula 7 HD, which equipped with 3S power. And the slowest one is the Express LRS 1S version. Nevertheless, the 1S ELRS is only a little bit slower. Then it comes to a very simple street track. I use the trash bin as a reference. I try my best and then pick out those better laps and put them together. Then try to study their total flying times, average lap times, and fastest single lap times. The Mobula 72S and the ELRS have done 12 laps. For the Mob 7 HD, I was so sorry that I only completed 4 laps. Since I suddenly lost concentration, crashed the drone and damaged a propeller. So I couldn't continue. But I found that the lap times were quite average. And after that date, Hong Kong was raining every day. So I didn't fly again and just took that result. Very good. After this test, there's no need to conclude only by feeling. Put the footage onto the editing timeline to see. Really out of my expectation after watching the result. For these 3 drones, when I flew this ELRS with 120C battery, the average lap times was 11 and 2/3 seconds. The fastest laps was 10 and 2/3 seconds. And regarding this original 2S Mob 7, the average lap time was 12.5 seconds. The former ELRS is 11 and 2/3 seconds. This one is 12.5 seconds. The fastest lap was 12 seconds. It means that the fastest lap time of this Mob 7 2S is just on par with the average lap time of the ELRS. And regarding the Mob 7 HD, my initial feeling is that this HD version is not as fast as the original Mob 7. And the result proved it. The average lap time was 13.5 seconds. And the fastest lap was 12 seconds. Really out of my expectation. I made a second flight with the ELRS drone. This time I didn't use the 520mAh 120C battery, and instead I used the 600mAh 90C battery. And then I found a different result. The average lap time was 13 seconds, and the fastest lap was 11 and 2/3 seconds. I found that the performance of the ELRS version is quite similar to the Mob 7 2S version, once if I use only a battery with a lower discharge rate. Here I want to find out another issue, why the ELRS is faster. And by reviewing their single lap performance, I will say that on a strict accelerate, the Mob 7 2S will be a bit faster, but the ELRS is faster in a sharp U-turn corner. The ELRS can smoothly come out of the corner and then accelerate. I flew acro mode on all these 3 drones. With the same pilot, yes, me. Not the case that there was a faster pilot to fly the faster drone or a slower pilot to fly the slower drone. Same pilot with the same skill, me. So, why there was a different performance in cornering? I found that the drone with more power, although I have tried my best to keep the momentum during cornering, they will still have a very short time of hovering after a hard stop. But the 1S ELRS is really smooth and accelerates very quick after a quick U-turn. I think that after certain PID enhanced tuning, the conditions could be bettered. But for me, I just want to enjoy flying and not to spend much time on the PID. So I will be very satisfied and happy if the out-of-box PID setting is already very smooth and good. Of course, I've seen that those experts can solve nearly all problems by tuning the PID. But I didn't have the patience or the skill. I really just want to fly. So I used the original PID setting only and came out these results. the ELRS-1S can fly very smooth out of those sharp corners and then accelerate. Since the ELRS-1S can repeat this cornering performance, the total flight time is of course better than the original Mob 7 2S. I've also tried the punch performance of this little ELRS-1S. 100% push the throttle, made the drone take off to about 6 to 70 feet, really fast. And then I did another analysis. I really want to find out why did I have such a notion that the ELRS-1S is the slowest one, while the Mob 7 2S is the fastest. I have an initial idea in my mind, and after verifying it, I finally get the answer. The crucial factor is the FOV, field of view. The Mob 7 and Mob 7 HD both have a FOV of 155 degrees, but the ELR-1S, which equipped with the new Nano 3 camera, has the FOV of only 140 degrees. The wider vision of the FOV, the faster changing of the action and visuals. And you may see that with the similar position, the Mob 7 and the Mob 7 HD have a wider FOV than the ELR-1S version. Thus, it gives me an illusion that the Mob 7 is the crazy fastest drone among the three. Actually not. The fastest drone should be the ELRS-1S. Finally, it comes to my brief conclusion. If you rarely touch such kind of 75mm FPV drone, or you want to start this hobby, among these three drones, which one I will suggest? And you may have the answer already. Yes, the ELRS-1S version. Although it's just 1S powered, no problem for freestyle flight. Plus, the original PID setting is already very good, very smooth. And concerning 75mm drone, actually, the Mob 7 family has one more member, the Mob 7 HD0, which equipped with HD transmission. But since I didn't have the HD0 goggle, I finally keep using those analog version. And again, for Happy Model 75mm, they also have another series of the Mob Light 7. Or there are also the Beta FPV, iFlight, or the EMAS. They all provide 75mm finished drones products. And concerning the cost-effective ratio, I think both Happy Model and Beta FPV are very good. For example, this ELRS just costs for US dollar 110 in Hong Kong. And the durability is very good. And I always hate to say that which kind of product are suitable for rookies only. Since finally a rookie will become a veteran, I will say that this ELRS-1S is really nice, smooth and fun to fly. No matter you are a rookie or a veteran, you will love to fly this drone.